Okay, so before I give the Epic Collection overview, I do want to mention something about this Green Lantern book. That's the plus more that I included in the title. So this one, I said mistakenly, number one, I mistakenly said it was 14 through 16 of Green Lantern Corps. It's actually 14 through 18. None of that really matters, but, and one thing that does matter is that, so I had said that there's 3 issues in here that are repeats from book 2, which is part of the same exact, like, series, like, how, like, they do, like, a complete collection. It's the same disc here. And on top of having 3 issues that were already in the second book, they don't include a vital issue in this Green Lantern Sinestro Corps War. And that's Green Lantern Corps issue 19. Now, yeah, I got it on the Kindle for $2, and I implore you guys do that and get this book. But it's stupid. And what's funny is that, so all 3 of these books are all on the omnibus. The first omnibus, that is. I wish it was all 3. It's all included in the first omnibus. And even that one doesn't have all the Green Lantern Corps, say 14 through 19. I found it to be really funny. I'm probably going to read the Green Lantern. They have the first Green Lantern Corps volume, at least the first one, on Interloan. So I'm going to try and catch up to issue 14. But yeah, I found that stupid. Like, you repeat 3 issues, and you don't include the issue that's technically part of the series. And it's in the other Sinestro Corps War trade, but that one isn't included ones on here that are part of that series. So it's like almost like if you had to get both if you didn't know about digital, like they didn't have the individual issues digitally, you would have had to get both books and waste your money. That's extremely scummy. Marvel wouldn't do that, I don't think. Like, that was extremely scummy on DC's part. Like, I'd be fine if they didn't include the 3 issues, but they didn't have like the 19th issue, because they'd be like, oh, that's fine, whatever. At least they didn't repeat 3 issues. But no, they did. So yeah, that was stupid. And the only issue on that Sinestro Corps one that's not on here is that issue 19. Everything else is in here. If anything, I would get this. Alright, so now, talking about the Epic collections. One thing I really hate about this is that there's a little crease here. I don't know how that happened. So, what are these exactly? Well, they, now, I guess more than ever, they're focusing on actually doing this in chronological order, while also increasing the price. They used to be $34.99, but now they're $39.99. So, what they do is I don't know, like, what they're, let's see what they say. Let's read this. You know what, I'm gonna do the Spider-Man one. Because I think the Spider-Man one, like, it actually told you what it was, like, it wasn't specific towards that character. Yep. Okay, so it says, the Epic Collections feature the best characters and stories from Marvel's vast history. Volumes are not published in chronological order. Let's see. So start your collection today with this edition. Here's a complete list of available and upcoming releases. Now, why, pray tell, is this gonna fall? So why, pray tell, should I get these, books if they're not in chronological order? Well, that's because they're pretty affordable. Would you rather get the Marvel Masterworks that are, here, I'll even show you what they look like. I'm gonna even grab Spider-Man, so it's technically the same. Would you rather get this, and yeah, I know it's hardcover, but I should have got the soft cover, for $75, or, alternatively, would you rather, I'm trying to find it, I don't have these in the best, like, position. I don't have these in the best order. I mean, they're all by character. It's just I don't have like all my Marvels together, all my DCs together. And then like this one's even $24.99. Like, would you rather get 2 of these for $50 that's included in these? In fact, there's an epic collection that contains the first 23 issues of Avengers, and that's more than 2 of these have. It's like two and a half or 2 1/4. So these are very affordable. $40 is the most they'll be. For some Conans, they're apparently going to be $44.99, which I find stupid. I should have, if I had any editing software, I would have edited out that long pause, but I hope you guys were okay with the 2 seconds to talk to do that. Now, what are some downsides? There's definitely some upsides, like the paper quality is really damn good. They tell you the years on the back. It's in chronological order, at least for the issues, for the most part. You know, it's not like going by creator, so it's not like Todd McFarlane and it collects random issues. It jumps from like 256 to 300. It actually does go in order. But this one collects Amazing Spider-Man's 105 to 123. And it's pretty thick, you know, 500 plus pages for most of them. There is a Conan one. It was the first of the Roy Thomas run. Not the one I actually want to get into, like the Savage Sword of Conan. No, the the Comics Code Authority, Roy Thomas, probably not much better than the Avengers Kree-Skrull War. And that's $39.99 and $34.99. And it's about this size. Very scummy. But the one thing about this is that no, they actually aren't. Yeah, it's a bit wider. So I guess if you want it to be super wide, you can get these. So, what are some downsides? Well, this guy is out of print. He recently got a second printing, but even better example is this guy. This guy is out of print. And I only have 6 of these epic collections. The majority of the books that I want either haven't come out yet because they've gotten a second printing, or they're out of print. It's like, so either out of print and have no future reprintings, or it's going to be reprinted but later this year. Luckily, the one I really, really want is coming it's coming right before my birthday. So I'll just ask whoever's going to get it and say get it, and they'll pre-order it. And maybe it'll be cheaper as it goes along, so I can get two gifts of them from them. But yeah, that's the one downside. They sell like hotcakes, which is good. Some more epic collections will come out, but it's like all the ones I want are out of print, and they're ridiculous prices too. Again, you should never pay full price. I mean, you should pay full price if you have to, but you should never pay more than full price for a book. Like, you should never pay more than $39.99, because the new printing is actually more expensive for no good reason. So, all in all, if you can find them and you're interested in a character like Spider-Man or Conan or Black Widow, it's the only 3 I have. I have 2 of each, and it's 3 characters. Then I implore you to get them. Like this one, albeit being very short, does contain a lot of issues. And what's good about it is it also gives you a table of contents right here. So you can jump to issue if you really feel like it. And for this one, again, for these ones, for the newer ones, they are going in order. See, this is volume 1, this is volume 2. Same for this Conan book. Volume 1 and volume 2. And yeah, they are more expensive, but I think that's just because of how shit is. So yeah, all in all, I do really enjoy getting the epic collections, and when I can find them for a character I'm actually interested in, I do purchase them. Like there's an Avengers Final Threat one I'm dying to get because I've heard it's really good. There's a 2-in-1 starting the Thing that I kind of want. It'd be nice if they did like the Thing by John Byrne, and they included all of it if they could in the 2 epic collections. They could definitely do it in 2, but I think maybe they could do it in 1. It'd be worth the $40. It's by John Byrne, and they just collect random issues in those 2 omnibuses that I have. And I know that they probably don't cross over that too terribly much with Fantastic Four, but it's technically still Fantastic Four by John Byrne. I still kind of want that. You can get the collections. There's the 2 thin classic volumes you can get for $14.99 each, but it's not the full series. There's no volume 3. And the volume 3 is like this Project Pegasus one, and I think even that doesn't collect the full thing. Yeah, actually, there's 2 issues, 2 or 3 issues. They don't have any collections with them. And what sucks about them is not even the Marvel app has all the issues, and the Kindle app doesn't have it by issue. They just have Thin Classic, which I find really stupid. So yeah, all in all, again, I would say to get them. So I have Black Widow, Beware the Black Widow. I'm not gonna go through what each one collects. This one has a lot. Black Widow, Coldest War. The first printing of The Goblin's Last Stand, which I really enjoyed. And all of these I haven't. None of these I've finished. I've had them for a while. And actually, I've actually read some of them. There was a commenter that said, I don't collect comics, but I read them, yada yada yada. I'm like, I collect them too, and I said, I don't know what I said exactly, but I think I told him I would read it. I just get weird about them. I wish I wasn't so weird about it, because, like, they do give you the full, the cover. It's nice, too. Oh, yeah, and they do with covers. They don't do what DC Vertigo would do and not include the covers and include them at the end. That's stupid. That's the most retarded thing. I'm sorry, like, and especially to use that word. I am physically retarded, so I can pick that. Like a black man can use the N word. Black man. When I say black men specifically, black people can use the N word. I said black men specifically. But like, why would you do that? Like, why would any company do that? Again, I understand back then, but that Hellblazer book came out in 2011, and they have the audacity, for lack of a better word, to include the covers at the end. Include them where they're supposed to go, you idiots. I don't know, stupid. So yeah, this one's, Ghosts of the Past. This one is Out of the Darksome Hills. And this is the only one of the only ones that's more modern. It's 2003 to 2005. I find that kind of funny. So what's this one? 2005 to 2007. Wow. So the next one must be 2009 to 2011. And then ones after that. So yeah, it's all of them. And they all look the same too on the spine. They have a little character, which I find nice. Yeah, it's definitely worth your money. And that's coming from a guy who freaks out over, you know what? I don't freak out, because I have a very justified opinion. I have a very justifiable reaction, I guess. I don't know. But that's coming from a guy who constantly gets up in arms about how expensive comic books are. Is that these are worth it. Even the ones that are small like this and are still $39.99. Which I still don't get. Like, that's, come on, make it $34.99. So that's it. Just 13 minutes. So next video, I don't know. So next week, actually, now that I remember now, next week with the incoming snowstorm, I might not be getting any library books for this week, and thus meaning that thus also means that I might not get spit it out. You may not get reading recommendations either when I finish those books. You'll probably get some for the ones I do finish, but for the ones I don't, obviously, won't get them. And what about work too? Because what's weird is that the app doesn't show anyone working today, but they're open. I really hope the app just needs an update, and the update comes soon, because I need to know if I have hours next week. If indeed that lady talked to, so what happened was I called the quasi-manager, I guess you could call her. And then she was saying, okay, and then she said, oh, okay, I'm gonna go tell the other managers when they come in. And I was like, okay. I haven't heard back from them yet. That's my point. That was more for comedic effect. But yeah, I wouldn't be the worst thing. The only thing that would suck about being let go is that I would, not be able to go to the mall as often. as if I did. That's the one thing that's keeping me working there. I swear to fucking God. And the fact that I get paid, and the fact that it's not the worst thing. It's just, it's boring. You know, it's work. I mean, like, my point is, if I have any other options. That was also a joke, I guess. Again, it's just work. You know, I think it's no secret that I don't like working there. And that, in general, people don't like working. This is $39.99 also. Scum of the fucking earth.